Some of you might know that Jimmy has an environmental allergy. He developed the symptoms pretty much after he reached 1 year old. For those of you who have experience caring for an allergic dog, you must know it is no easy task. In fact, because Jimmy's allergy was so severe, he won't stop damaging his paws until it bleeds. Once there is a wound, there is a higher chance of bacterial infection and yeast infection, and it becomes a downward spiral that everything just gets out of control. I remember the hopeless feeling we've had, and it is really tough to see your dog suffer. It will also impact your quality of life because you almost need to keep an eye on your dog all the time to ensure he doesn't lick his wound. In this video, I'm going over our journey of how we eventually get Jimmy's symptoms under control, and hope this will help you too if your dog is suffering environmental allergy. Just a disclaimer that this is not veterinarian or medical advice, and I'm just sharing solely my experience with Jimmy. You should seek professional advice or treatment if your dog has any allergy issues. Elimination Method. I mentioned the elimination method in my other dog allergies video, and I'm including the link down below for you to check out. In general, when you first notice your dog starts to itch or lick paws for no apparent reason, you need to start to figure out exactly what is the root cause. Frankly, our vet did not help us much at all for the diagnosis. Vet pretty much just prescribed us steroids when the situation got really bad and antibiotics for infection. A lot of the time, it is up to the owner to figure out what is causing your dog itchy skin or paws. You are your dog's best advocate, and no one else will care for your dog as much as you do. Flea and tick, food, and environment are three main causes of allergy. In this video, I'm focusing on the environmental allergy because that is what we've experienced with Jimmy in the past few years. Once you confirm that the cause of your dog's allergy is environmental, you have a few treatment options. Treatment. Some commonly prescribed pills to treat environmental allergies include Apoquel and other antihistamine types of pills. There are also allergy shots called Cytopoint that you can schedule a shot for your dog every 4 to 6 weeks. We have tried all those pills and shots, and none of them work too great. I also feel taking so many pills is a lot for my dog's system to process at such a young age. Jimmy is 3, and I don't want Jimmy to be on heavy medication for the rest of his life. After we've tried all possible treatment with our regular vet, we decided to give the allergy test a shot and try out immunotherapy to see if that will help. Allergy test and immunotherapy. With immunotherapy, there are a lot of contradictory opinions online, but basically you will take your dog to a specialist immunotherapy clinic that specializes in dealing with dog allergy and testing. I was hesitant to take Jimmy, but there is really nothing else left for us to try to solve his itchy skin issue. So we took Jimmy to an immunotherapy clinic in January this year. The clinic conducted a skin allergy test where it injects over 60 types of allergens on the patch of skin to determine what your dog is allergic to. There are 4 main categories of allergen: tree pollen, grass pollen, mold, insects, and others. The allergy test itself takes no longer than 15 minutes, but the dog needs to be sedated, so adding the recovery time, the whole process takes about 30 to 40 minutes. You will get the result right away. I have a previous video that talks in depth about the allergy test, and I will leave the link down below for you to check out. To our surprise, It turns out Jimmy is allergic to grass and tree pollen. Can you believe that? How can a dog be allergic to such essential elements of their environment? It was like a human is allergic to water and air. I was surprised when I found out Jimmy is allergic to trees and grass. But thinking back, it does make a lot of sense how considering he always gets itchy when the trees and grass pollen season begins. Knowing the result of the allergy test also helps us to control Jimmy's environment better. We have an air filter at home, and during high pollen season, I limit the time when he's outside, and I always wipe his paws after he came home from outside. With immunotherapy, there are two types of administrative method. You can do a shot or place a liquid under your dog's tongue. We choose to do the shots because I think it's easier to administer. The administrative schedule typically will start on a lower dosage with more frequency, like every 3 days, and the dosage will gradually increase, so does the interval of each injection. For Jimmy, we started off with an injection every 3 days and progressed to once every 2 weeks. To my surprise, it's been about 3 months since we started the immunotherapy, and so far this year into the summer season, Jimmy seems to be doing much better after starting the immunotherapy. The results. I cannot definitively say that Jimmy is 100% free from environmental allergy, but we have been doing immunotherapy for over 3 months now, and we are currently undergoing the first allergy season since we started the immunotherapy. It worked. Jimmy hasn't been back to the vet for Cytopoint this year, and in the past around the same time, he would have gotten at least 2 injections already. Immunotherapy takes time, and it doesn't work for all dogs. Typically, it is 75% effective rate among dogs. My husband and I were skeptical about it the whole time, but am really pleased to see that something actually worked. And with the injection, it greatly enhances Jimmy's life quality and the humans. I know a lot of you will ask the cost for the immunotherapy, and we're going to talk about that right now. The cost for the immunotherapy and allergy test. We are located in Seattle, so the price I disclose here is the Seattle price. Price will vary depending on where you locate. The metropolitan area typically is more pricey, while rural cities will be slightly cheaper. For the initial consultation with an immunotherapy clinic, it costs roughly $100 for a consultation. The consultation is mostly for the doctor to take a look at your dog's skin and learn about the health history and medical history. The vet will explain in detail to you about the options of immunotherapy injection and any other concerns you might have based on your dog's unique situation. The allergy test costs $400, and the first 3 months supply of allergy shots are roughly $250. Going forward, you will need to refill the vial every 4 to 5 months. Each refill costs a little less than $300. Adding everything up, the first year of immunotherapy, you are looking at over $1,000 for the first year. After the first year, it will be cheaper and is roughly $250 every 5 months, so you are looking at less than $750 a year going forward. Last word. I know immunotherapy costs a ton of money, and there's no guarantee that it will actually work for your dog. There is a 25 to 30% chance it won't work, and even the vet might not know why it works for some dogs but not the others. From our own experiences, we tried everything before we resort for immunotherapy. We tried raw food, all different kinds of medication, pills, shots, shampoo, paw wipes, and nothing works, So we decided to give immunotherapy a shot, knowing it might still not work, but we have to at least try. To our pleasant surprise, this works for us. I hope you learned something from this video. If your dog also has an allergy, what is your go-to remedy? Share your insight with this community so people can benefit from your experiences. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.